Recently, I came across the news. A 17-year-old boy murdered his mother and elder brother. Early investigation reveals that the boy was unhappy with his mother over constant pressure to perform well in his studies and to score high marks. He also been told to study late and often been criticized. This news is very alarming, reminding us that extreme stress and anxiety can lead to desperate actions if it is not taken care of. Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss how could we help young people deal with life pressure and better manage their emotions before things get out of hand. We will go through some global data to create better awareness, why young people are having tougher time than ever, and most importantly, what can be done to help them. Let's start with what is happening worldwide. Anxiety and stress among young people is a global issue. Even before COVID-19, rates of anxiety and depression among young people were rising. Let's go through some data. According to World Health Organization, 1 in 7 teens worldwide suffer from a mental health condition. Anxiety disorders alone affect millions. About 4 to 5% of young teens have them. From 1990 to 2021, the number of anxiety disorder rose by 52% among young people in age 10 to 24. Globally, anxiety is the most common mental disorder, with over 300 million people affected in 2019. And even more alarming, suicide. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for young people in age 15 to 29. These are serious global issues that need our attention. Growing from teenager to young adult, they have to deal with all the life changes, pressure, and big emotions. This is the most difficult time for many people. Now, what happens and why it matters? Growing up is tough. Teens and young adults struggle from workplace and school demands, family expectations, and social pressures. Many things can feel heavy. As a young person, you are expected to do well in school, you are expected to perform well at work, you are learning to deal with friendships and relationships, which is not easy sometimes. You don't always feel understood, and you constantly feel like you always have to be perfect and mistake is not allowed. In the case that we talked about earlier, the boy feel constant pressure and long hours of study, which may have made him feel trapped, right? He studied for long hours and yet he still feel helpless. He might not have anyone to talk to, and over time, all the emotions build up inside until he couldn't take it anymore. This can lead to outbursts of anger or even violence. Experts warn that anxiety disorder increase the risk of depression, substance abuse, and even suicidal thoughts. I'm making this video because I think young people out there need help. I've done some research online, although I'm not a professional, but hopefully what we are about to talk can help those in need. Number 1. Creating safe spaces. This is for adults, parents, teachers, and bosses. It is crucial to build supportive environments where young people feel safe to speak up. Parents should build a safe-to-feel atmosphere at home. Research and experts note that children need to know that making mistakes is where they learn. As one parenting expert put it, parents cause their children harm if they don't create a family atmosphere that allows for mistakes. Children should feel safe to tell their parents about the problem that they are facing, whether it is getting a bad test result, a cyberbullying incident, or feeling overwhelmed. Parents should not shout at their children when they make a mistake or to put them in shame. For example, like telling them, "I told you so, see what is happening now? You should have known better." This often shut them down and even making them more defensive. Parents should instead tell their children it is okay to tell you what happened and to understand their emotions, helping them in learning from the mistakes calmly. As for schools and workplaces, teachers and bosses should think of psychological safety, encouraging young ones to learn to report and ask questions without imposing excessive punishment. Harvard Business Review defines psychological safety as an environment where people feel safe to speak up. If a teen or young worker knows they won't be humiliated over a small error, they won't be heavily punished after making a mistake, they are more likely to speak up and ask for help early. This reduces the chances of small problems growing into crisis. It is not that we encourage making mistakes, but it is important to create safe spaces for the young people. So, teachers, parents, and bosses, resist the impulse to punish every mistake harshly. Instead, appreciate the honesty and reward the effort. Create a supportive environment for young people. Help them learn resilience, not fear. Now, for the young people, Learn to speak up. Young people also need to learn how to communicate and ask for help. Learn to open up and speak up before things blow up inside. This, of course, are more likely to happen only if adults create this safe environment for young people. Now, if you are studying, you can talk to your parents, teacher, or counselor about problems with your schoolwork, friends, home life, and of course, include your emotional needs. For those who started working, you can talk to your managers and your bosses about the problem that you are facing at work, and of course, include your emotional needs. Emotion is what we don't usually convey. We act tough. We act that we are okay when it comes to our emotions. We don't usually ask for help on this. But remember, it is not shameful to ask for help. And in fact, it took courage to speak up. Mental health experts stress that sharing feelings and struggles is a good strategy. In fact, an international study found that children with more parental support are better at problem solving and comfort seeking, while those with more negative emotions, with more negative interactions, tend to hide their stress. In short, young people are likely to better manage their emotions when they feel supported for being honest. Number 3, write down your thoughts. One effective way to cope with your emotions is to write them down. Writing feelings on paper can lighten the mental load. Health experts note that expressing emotions through writing often creates distance from negative thoughts. One study found that journaling can help people manage their stress and anxiety because it allows them to see their worry objectively. It is hard to put everything in your mind together without writing them down. You will not be able to clearly understand what is happening to you and what you can do about it when you are experiencing those big emotions. The decision you make when you are in anger, when you are sad, when you are in depression are likely to be a bad decision. However, writing them down can help you see what is inside your mind, and you will be able to understand yourself better and you could be calmer. Journaling has been shown to reduce stress. One survey reported 85% of participants felt writing exercise helped them manage their stress better. This also improved self-awareness. By writing, young people can identify what is bothering them and see patterns. For example, writing down, I feel scared about tomorrow exams because I'm not fully prepared and I think I will fail. With this, you can now see what is happening in your mind and you can plan better what to do next. Then maybe you can ask teacher a question or review a topic to help you in your study rather than worrying. You can use an app or a physical notebook for this, but I've tried both and I personally found that physical notebook is better to write down your thoughts by hand. Now, write down how you feel today. What made you angry, what made you upset, and remember, alright, don't forget to write down what made you happy when you have a good day, right? Over time, you will be able to process and understand your emotions better. Just a few minutes a day can help you clear your mind from racing thoughts. Number 4, take a break from social media and news. Another simple and powerful way to help yourself feel better is to spend lesser time on social media and news. One useful way is to turn off the notification of social media and news on your phone. Notification triggers and reminds you. Everything is designed to grab your attention. People post when they buy a new car, not when their car runs into problem. People post photo of themselves traveling, but not the photo of their countless overtime at the office. Even when you are doing just fine, this can still make you feel like you are not good enough, especially when you are feeling down and questioning your own life. You might ask yourself, I am working and studying late. I'm tired. Why do I have to do all this while other people are enjoying their life? Now, remember, people don't travel 365 days a year. People don't buy a new car every month, but with social media showing you one after another, you feel like everyone is living a good life all the time, but not you. Same goes to news. Most of the times, we only see bad news, crime, war, disaster, scary headlines. This constant stream of negativity can make you feel afraid, helpless, or even hopeless sometimes. Same goes to sport news, right? Even for sport news. I am a basketball fan and I love watching the NBA. But whenever my favorite team lose the match, I feel kind of sad and it affects my moods a little. But the reality is that they losing the match has nothing to do with me. I don't get the prize money when they win, I'm not blamed for when they lose, but still, it will affect you in some way. So, take a break from social media and news. Spend lesser time on news. Check the news less frequent. Limit your time with social media. Fill in the time with something better. Talk to a friend, take a walk, listen to music, play some sports, or even engage with your hobby. Not everything online deserves your attention. Your mind needs space to stay calm and grow stronger. Let's talk about some useful techniques and behaviors that can help. I will leave the link in the description below. You can check on it and understand more. But let us go through some of the points. This is from the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. It is found that this can help reduce the stress among young people. Exercise and eat regularly. Get enough sleep and build good sleep routine. Learn to break larger tasks into smaller tasks so that you can handle the work better. Decrease negative self-talk. Challenge the negative self-talk and reframe it with positive words. Break away from stressful situations. Listen to music, talk to your friends, or even spending time with your pet can reduce stress. Well, not gonna speak out everything. You can visit the site and read it. Now, the final thoughts. Coping with stress and emotions is a team effort. While the adults set the tone, young people learn to speak up in a safe environment and adopt some useful techniques and habits. Parents, teachers, and bosses never leave the young people alone without guidance. While it is great for them to learn their way, but I think adults should really set the tone and support them and never feel shameful to ask for help. If you are feeling overwhelmed right now, remember that help is always out there. Talk to someone you trust or consider professional help if things really get out of hand. Alright, that's it for today's video. This video is for young people and those who care about them. I hope the idea in this video help you or someone you know avoid the extreme pain of stress and negative emotions. Let's spread the awareness so that no young people ever feel isolated. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, share it and subscribe for more of my future videos. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.